I quit.
Is this still recording?
Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking turn it off because I didn't get to say hello by myself. Honestly, there needs to be an episode where I don't do it. I'm not part of it. I want that to happen.
It's an Aaron and Taylor takeover.
Or Austin can be available. Meaning we talked to him before.
Yeah.
Anyways, welcome to the professors. We are first going to do a moment of silence for the passing of Stan Lee, because today is Monday, November 12th, which is the day we're recording this portion, the first part, and then third part, but third part was filmed before Stan Lee is passing. So, yes. There'll be a film theory of the timeline of this podcast episode. So, and we're done. Okay.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace,
You're the OG
Mr.
man.
Spider-Man. I wonder what everyone's been saying about it. No, I know most things. Anyone that's nerdy has already done stuff on Instagram. I did my Snapchat thing, which was going to have like a swinging Spider-Man, but I was like, that's too much. So I just put the red letters, and that was it. But, so, along with Monday's news, there was a trailer released today that, if you haven't watched yet, the link will be in the description, for Detective Pikachu. It's the new movie coming out in 2019 that is live action, starring Justice Smith and Ryan Reynolds. Is it Ryan Reynolds first? Probably.
Yeah.
He got paid more, even though he's just voice acting.
He's listed first.
Okay. Who else is... Are you just on random thing right now?
Yeah, I'm just on my phone.
Okay, so I'm gonna look it up then. Okay. I don't know the cast for this movie. But still, it's a live action Pokemon movie that I saw the trailer for within the first hour, and I'm very proud of doing that.
Update. I'm eating Frosted Flakes.
Oh yeah, Taylor's here with us as well, in her first episode she's in.
Part 2. Or 1, if you haven't heard the other part yet.
They won't, because that's
Cool.
after.
This is the opening.
Part 1. Hello.
Next year, all 3 parts.
I
It's
know.
Catherine Newton.
I'm a G. What is it? I can't even read that.
I'm just seeing who the girl was.
She's in,
3 billboards.
Not what I was thinking of.
You saw her in Blockers. I've seen that.
Mm-hmm.
She's in Ladybirds. She's in a bunch of big comedy. Oh, she's in Paranormal Activity. Never mind. I mean, I gotta start somewhere.
I'm like staring at her. I'm like, I know your face. You were hilarious in Blockers.
Okay, so that's the girl, Catherine Newton.
Can you introduce me to John Cena? Because I would love that.
No, I don't want to meet John Cena. Unless he'd like promote this channel, that's the only way.
So it's gonna sound creepy, but like fun fact, my mom like knows where his house is. Because her friend lives right down the street from him.
I want to make this my screen for the next year. But if anything's going to become my screen, it's going to be Avengers 4 once a poster gets released. Which honestly hope it just is a black. What I want the Avengers 4 poster to be is black, and then you have a silhouette of the Avengers A, and then you have a June or May 2019 at the bottom, and that's it.
I hope it's completely black, and in the most boring font you can find is just a red A and the number 4 and the release date, and that's it.
See, that's even less than I want.
I know. I want it to be the most bland poster ever to give away absolutely nothing.
I want it to be white with just a big A on it, and maybe we'll release it this year. That's what I want written on it.
No, I don't want... Apparently we're getting A Spider-Man Far From Home trailer, which is the next Tom Holland Spider-Man. We're getting a trailer released with Into the Spider-Verse, which is the Sony animation movie that's coming out in December. We're getting a trailer for that before, unless for some dumb reason they show an Avengers 4 trailer before Aquaman, which is stupid. But honestly, the world will go crazy. But
I feel like Avengers 4 is going to have almost nothing released other than the actual showing date.
That's hard.
They're going to keep everything secret.
I'm seeing it opening Thursday again.
You have fun with that. I'll go see it like a week later.
No,
When more people
I've
will
already
see it.
threatened. I've already threatened y'all can miss classes the next day. I'm paying for y'all's tickets.
Oh my god. What date is that?
It'll be a Thursday.
And what part of the year?
May or June.
Yeah.
Early June.
Something like that.
Well,
It's either
if
first
it's
week
too
in
late in
June.
June though.
It might be right before finals or during the week of finals or the week before finals.
Yeah, you see, well, I don't. Do I have a Friday final? You have Cal.
That's December. We're definitely talking about June.
Cool.
Or May. Let me
Yes, I
actually
will
get the
probably have
correct
a Friday final because all my classes are Monday and Friday.
Avengers 4 release date.
You don't have to. It was the first suggestion. As soon as you put Avengers 4R.
I'll take the whole thing.
Ow.
Apparently, we're getting a Avengers 4 trailer 2 weeks from now from express.co.uk.
Okay, well that's in the UK.
Avengers 4, well, it'll be released on YouTube, so everywhere will see it.
Oh jeez. Continue.
According to Hollywood insiders and leakers.
Ow.
Oh yeah, they also today released a teaser trailer for Toy Story 4.
Oh, they were talking about that in my acting class, and I am having mixed emotions about the movie itself.
I'm excited.
Apparently, it's supposed to be even more sad than the third one.
So I saw someone complain how the first two were even worse than the first one, and I'm like, you could make an argument for Toy Story 2, but the third movie is perfection. There's nothing I don't like about it. It is.
I don't like the grumpy evil bear.
Well, you have to have a villain.
Lots.
Okay, I was right. What?
Oh, that's
I
your
don't want to
fault.
talk to people.
Well,
It's my
you're
favorite letter.
talking to people right now.
Okay, I don't want to Snapchat people because I look like a total mess.
Oh, that's a video. I was about to. Nope. Pause. Oh, it's in April. Even better. Dude, wait, but Captain Marvel's coming out in March, I think.
Okay.
Over February. No, March 8th is Captain Marvel. I don't know. That's too
So that means
close.
they're going to be almost back to back. Well,
I
not
know.
back to back, but within a month of each other.
That's true. That's
Spider-Man comes out in June or July. I think
Yeah.
July 5th or 6th, which is my mom's birthday, but she won't want to see it. She's not into the Marvel movies. Over the summer, I just got her to watch Doctor Strange. And I was planning on watching March 3rd. I don't have the time. I'm like, yeah, you do have the time. You're just bored. And she had so many questions and theories about Doctor Strange. I'm like, all these things have been answered already. You're slow.
Wow.
I hope one day she finds this channel and hears you say that.
Now you've jinxed everything. Also, she won't listen to this far. We're 9 minutes and she's not making it.
Now you just jinxed it because she's gonna listen to the whole freaking.
No, it'd be my dad. And then my dad would be like, you know, it's really funny. You're really funny, but you're not supposed to have this. Which is what he said with the other channel. It's like, these are really funny videos, but you're just not supposed to have it. And it's like, colleges would see it and not like you. And I'm like, I don't care.
You're in college now.
College? Well, this was a channel I had during senior year of high school.
Well, I know, but you're 19 years old and you're in college.
Yeah, I know. And no college just saw the other channel, even then they're like, oh, he's a senior in high school who had good grades and graduated, but still had the time to just mess around with friends. Bring him in. Sounds like a great time. Yeah.
Sounds like the average college senior, you know?
Oh, totally. Well, all these nerd channels are now coming out with Toy Story 4 stuff, but I beat you to it. Not really, but like technically, time-wise, for me saying this, I did. Even though that was 34 minutes ago. I don't know. But, back to Pikachu.
Pika Pika!
Okay. What were your thoughts, Taylor?
Pika Pika!
That's
I love Pikachu so much. It brought out my inner childhood. Like, watching Pokemon.
Are you going to see it?
Huh?
Are you going to see it?
Yes, I'm gonna see it. What's that even a question?
I'm shaking my head. My ears, I can feel a little bit of a fluttering.
I'm trying to brush my mop.
I need to cut mine. It's past my eyes.
I will definitely go see that. Although it's weird. I said this before we started recording, but seeing Pikachu have actual fur is weird. Because in every video game and the anime and everything, he's smooth. Everything's smooth. And now Pikachu has fur and Charizard is scaly and Mr. Mime's face moves and it's weird.
I think the most fake thing in the trailer, the most CGI looking thing was Charizard.
Yeah.
When he's big and like big. Quality content, everyone. Please like and subscribe.
Or don't.
No, please do.
Oh, please do.
I need to go back to 32. Which brings us to today's sponsor, Garrett's Naughty List. Did you know I was about to say that?
Yes, I did.
Awesome.
I whispered it. Play it back, everybody. I whispered it.
Garrett's Naughty List has one thing on it, and on that naughty list is pettiness. Pettiness can go fuck themselves, and if you are petty, you know who you are.
I'll leave.
No, you're just sass.
That's very true.
You're not petty.
I can be.
Yeah, everyone can be, but one person in particular, you know who you are. Even though you won't listen to this, so you really should know who you
Because you
are.
you know what? Still watches videos and gets reviews.
Yeah, I'm done. You're on my naughty list. So, end sponsor.
Please at him, because I want to hear it. I want to hear what you got to say.
Oh, I got threatened, and I wanted to rage fire, but then it would have seemed like I
Rain
cared.
down hellfire.
I could have.
Classic.
Now there's gonna be comments.
Even-
What are you talking about? It's not gonna be a comment, but like, what are you talking about?
I got you, Garrett. Post it and let me know when you post
No,
it.
because
and
then.
I'll come.
No, because then. Nah, that sounds good. But still, what are you talking about? If you had watched the video, which there's only. I'm gonna fucking go and do it. She's not gonna fucking listen.
No, she's not gonna listen.
Nah. Even then, she's yeah.
If she does listen, she'll leave at the moment of silence.
Oh, totally. What? The video stopped working. It was quiet for 10 seconds.
That is very much something that this person would say.
Oh, as anyone who has anything that's audio based on it, Mike and Steve on Dynamic Banter, link in the description, go listen to their podcast. They'll do a bit where they just don't say anything for 15 seconds. And then they'll get emails of like, I thought my phone was broken. And I'm like, fucking stupids. Obviously, they're doing a bit, because then you hear, like, after the 15 seconds, you start hearing, like, sniggering, and, like, a good
Sniggering.
turns
Not
into laughter.
sniggering. Sniggering.
Sniggering is what I said.
Ow, my legs hurt.
Well, put sunscreen on.
I can't stand you.
Now it's in the internet. Now it's on the internet, that joke.
For everybody who doesn't know, I got a really bad sunburn on my back, and you can see where my bra and shirt were, and he's stupid.
Did anybody
He
get a
keeps telling you to
picture
put
of it?
sunscreen on
Did
everything.
anybody get a picture of that?
It's still burnt.
No, but on the day of, did anybody get a picture
Yeah.
of it? I'll make that
Please
the
don't.
screen.
Why would you do that?
Put a layer of purple over it to get what Aaron wants, and then I'll make that. Yeah, it's fucking bad. We're watching the FSU game the same day. Was it the same day?
It was Saturday.
Yeah, same day. And she's talking about her getting her ankle hurt or whatever, that her ankle's hurting. So she was like trying to extend her leg and pop it or whatever. And in my sleep-deprived state, I go, you should have put sunscreen on it. And she got fucking pissed. And I was laughing, and Aaron was laughing. I didn't get punched because of it. Aaron was proud.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
That wasn't what I punched him for?
No, you punched me for the joke I made all the way to the UC.
Yeah, but what was the joke you made?
I don't remember. It wasn't as good as this one.
I think there's another one you should put sunscreen on it.
Probably. Wouldn't doubt it.
I'm sorry I'm white. Jeez.
But anyways, if you want to know about what occurred, there'll be a secret link in the description for a video that you can watch of an event that happened. Events that got posted. I watched it, and then Pettyness McGee watched it.
And
And threatened me,
Very
take it down tonight. If it's still up in the morning, something bad's gonna happen. Hold on, let me quote this correctly, because this Pettyness McGee saved it in the chat. I didn't see it till the morning anyway. It was like 10 a.m. and then I saw the message.
Such an empty threat though, because like Petty McGee, whatever you want to call this
Pettyness
person,
McGee.
I don't care, is not gonna do anything.
Delete that video now. If that video isn't deleted by the morning, there's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, people are gonna laugh at you.
I want to say something off camera, off recording. That's very funny to me, but I won't say it on here. But yeah, then Pettyness McGee fucking unsubscribed. So like, ooh.
If you're listening to this and you're not subscribed, let's show her the business.
Again, videos linked in the description. But no, I got oh, well that's, now half the population just got gendered, so they're all males. Now you know who I'm talking
You've
about.
definitely been saying she the entire time.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Wasn't me, that's why I said she.
Mm-hmm. But I guess people just can't take a joke.
Some people can't.
To talk about the video, it's obvious that it was us doing what we were doing. Like, it's obvious that it was
I don't
us.
see how it would be anybody else.
It's obvious.
Why did it?
The thing that's really funny to me is when I got threatened, I believe that the threat was because of the water bottle joke I made, not because we were knocking on the fucking window.
Oh.
He knows about the water bottle fight. Is what got her.
Oh my god.
But anyways.
What? Water bottle Oh, the one when I left it in the living room?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. But yeah. So let's talk about fantasy.
Baby, let's talk about you and me. Sorry. You triggered a song.
It's really hard to talk about fantasy
It's
right
really
now.
annoying.
I don't want to.
You don't want to?
Because I got I got screwed over.
And we'll be back with the next segment in which I will not be in it because I hate listening to fantasy talk.
There's no segment break.
You know.
There's no segment break. There's 3 segments.
This is the third.
This is the third that we're filming.
This is the first.
This is technically the first, but third in filming.
Yes, but I'm not going to be in the fantasy segment.
Alright, so we're not talking about it anymore. Just the Steelers game was really good. There you go.
Fantasy segment. Zeke screwed me over. New Orleans did really well. Cincinnati didn't do very well.
Mitchell Trubisky
fucking
awesome. Scored. He's 9th ranked now out of everyone.
Yep.
I don't even know what sports you're talking about anymore.
And that's fantasy.
And then I won an amazing battle. I won a war, which really didn't end up being the war. It was just not really talking, but who cares? I won. Kind of, but not really. I didn't win for the week, but I won in a day. I won a battle.
Garrett, hypothetically, what would it take for you to give away Pat Mahomes to somebody in fantasy football?
Nothing. It's too late. It's past November 10th. I can't give him away. Till next year.
Don't give him away.
You should drop him.
I'm not fucking ever giving him away.
Mahomes.
I can't drop him. I want to drop him.
I don't think you should keep him. I think you should let him go to free agency for the draft.
No,
when
not
Austin
fucking-
has all 4 first-round draft picks.
I'm not freaking
Please don't do
stupid.
that.
But,
And with knowing him, he'd make it to the 4th, and then he'd pick him.
you know what I kind of want to title this video now? Pettyness McGee. And see if it gets a view. She's not subscribed anymore, so she's not going to see it.
That can be recommended for it. She needs to be subscribed.
She'll just think it's someone else, not her.
Until she listens.
She had to make it past like 15 minutes for anything to happen. She doesn't have the time to listen to that much.
No, she's too busy doing next year's homework
Watching The Office.
and watching The Office and hanging out with friends.
With friends.
You were gonna say a name, weren't you?
No! Remember when you called her?
Yeah, when she was like, friends. And I'm like...
There was no stutter, it was just friends. It was a long pause.
She
I
doesn't-
feel like I should take that out, but I probably not. That's more editing.
Yeah.
But anyways,
No one likes that.
we'll be right back with this after this short break.
Goodbye.
What?
Alright, welcome to this ad. It'll be quick, short. So usually, or once this podcast becomes popular enough that we can have advertisements, this will be the spot for those advertisements to happen. But until then, what's going to be happening will be just your normal, please like this video, subscribe to it, check out more of this podcast if you will. We make these most likely going to be every week. So you gotta keep up with it. But until then, just keep on listening. Up next is our Good Place spot, where we're talking about this week's episode of The Good Place. Thank you so much. Continue listening and have fun. Welcome back from the break.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
We are joined now with Taylor to talk about The Good Place.
Hello.
This is her first appearance on the pod, and will be her only appearance per podcast. Well, you're in it. You gotta what
You
want.
get one a week. You
Yeah,
get good
one a
place.
week.
You don't like the other 2 subjects.
You don't rank the other 2 subjects. 3 subjects, technically. 3 subjects. Fantasy, hockey, football.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's annoying.
No,
Talk about it all
it's
the
not
time.
annoying. It's exciting. Like this update. No, I'm weird. Talking about fantasy hockey.
Face hockey can wait till later.
Yep. Or earlier. They already listened to it. Technically,
Oh yeah.
yeah. This is gonna be rehashed again at the beginning, what you've already listened to. We're doing this in a new order. So we're just gonna continue talking about The Good Place. We just watched The Good Place. Hold on, let me IMDb it.
I don't know what episode that was. It was
Yeah.
30 something. It was like 34 or 36. I'm trying to
It
fill
was-
the dead air.
It was totally 34.
There's Good Place Season 3, Episode 7, I think. This is Season 3. This episode is called...
You're such a little weirdo.
This episode is called... So this is Season 3, Episode 7, The Worst Possible Use of Free Will. And the synopsis on IMDb is Eleanor recalls some forgotten events from her past. Which is honestly wrong.
Yeah. She didn't recall them?
They use the awesome technology to...
give her a vision, pretty much.
No, it was the VR technology that Janet made earlier in the season. Which for some reason I guess Janet implemented through like virtual reality and like their Sims, I guess in that case, that she made of all the events that happened. But we got more looks at what Michael did to torture the humans, which we got number 111 or 14. I don't remember which one it was. The one with all the animals.
I have no idea.
And then we got 403 and 404, which was 403 was Chidi was trapped in a purple ball of
That was
goo.
444.
443 then. So it was 443 was the one he mistakenly put it on, and then 444 was him talking to Eleanor.
Mm-hmm.
Really, the entire episode is about Michael showing that Eleanor was capable of love.
And that it happened to be Chidi every time she fell in love.
Well, that's because, yeah.
It's because they're meant for each other, but whatever.
They totally are. I ship it. They're so
I
cute.
ship it so much.
They're so cute together.
They are.
But, and then they talk about determinism, which they use philosophy for dum-dums, for morons, was the book. And that's very funny. They keep putting out, wow. Oh, that was a good job. Never mind. We're also watching football as usual whilst recording. Because that seems like the only thing we can talk about. Or have on.
We can't steer away from it.
We cannot steer away from it.
Tell me about it.
But, what were your thoughts?
I thought it was funny that every time something serious was happening, they'd come back and be like, oh, by the way, you might want to leave because when we close, this place gets shut. It's used to shoot porn.
Welcome to Arizona.
Welcome to Arizona. That was funny. My favorite part, though, I don't know. I liked watching the reboots because it was nice seeing the old characters come back.
You didn't even get to see most of that stuff. You haven't seen season 1.
Well, no. But I liked
And you can easily watch season 1, but you decided to watch other shows instead.
Yes.
Yes.
I can still watch season 1.
Watch season 1.
But anyway.
Fake fan.
Hashtag
fake fan.
I'm not.
As we're commentating on it and discussing it.
Yep. This is the first time on hashtag fake fan. Autumn, if you're listening, you probably won't be, but hashtag fake fan in the comments down below. If this is on
I
Twitch.
can't be the fake fan. She's the fake fan.
No, you're the fake fan.
No.
She
At
not
least I
here.
watched the show.
She's not here.
Whatever.
If she was here while the show was on, she'd be fake fan.
Yes.
But you haven't seen season 1, fake fan.
I haven't seen season 1 either.
Oh! Fake fan times 2.
He's watching more of season 1 though than you have.
Oh, real fan.
Not real fan.
Hashtag real fan.
Not real fan. You haven't seen every episode.
You don't get this side. I'm the only one that's seen every episode. I've seen season 1 4 times. I've seen season 2 twice. I like the show a lot.
I can tell.
I can watch sitcoms a lot. Why are you so happy? Tell me.
No, it's fantasy. I can't talk about it right now.
Oh wait, so they'll hear about it later.
Yes.
I mean, already.
Yes, they already heard
I'm
about
really
it.
confused with myself right now. But just like the show is. So the episode ends with Michael deciding that the human group is, and Janet is going, even though Janet's becoming a human, which is very exciting. One of the episodes later is called Janet, and then and the parentheses is S.
Mm-hmm.
Janet's is going to be an episode later this year.
Well, that's
I
exciting.
think. If I read that correctly. Hopefully. But, we get Vicky back, which I think her name is Vicky. Hold on, let me check. Because I don't know.
You know.
I liked that
The
when
one that
she.
tried to take over when Michael was in charge. She tried to do a hostile takeover.
I think her name is Vicky. Don't at me.
I like that when she was let out of her
At
cocoon
him.
finally, she continued the line that she was saying back when she was originally encased.
Zipped, yeah.
Which is funny how that works then.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it didn't work like that for any other person that he zipped up. They were talking still.
Okay, she's the real Eleanor
Yes.
in the show.
What?
I think. Is that? I don't know if that's actually.
That confuses me.
Hold on.
Watch season one.
Okay.
You haven't watched season 1. Part of the torture is they bring back real Eleanor from the bad place, which is then Vicky. Is this actually? Yes, it is. Tia Sarkar. She is British. Oh, she was in Star Wars Rebels. Oh, that's so good.
Nerd alert. I'm just kidding.
I haven't watched all of Star Wars Rebels.
Ugh.
'Cause I haven't gotten into it that much yet. But,
My toes are full.
it is Vicky. I knew it, and she acts as Denise in the reboots. But,
I don't
Yeah,
get
she's
how
back.
She's the real Eleanor.
and now, so they brought her back, and what they did, oh, what a great throw, Ben, but who was that to? Damn it. You'll already have heard Austin got points from that. So, I'm really confusing myself with this. This is so stupid. And then the bad place, in the time that we've been apart from them, which is 2 years, or a year. Is it a year or 2 years?
Yeah, I think it's just 1 year.
1 year plus time that we've
Yeah.
been since then.
Mhm.
They've made a door to the bad place, which totally the judge should know about, because she knows everything. So she should know about this, and should be able to stop them. So what's going to happen to the judge, I think,
Yeah.
in this season. But, what are your thoughts? Okay, so again, the same question is that I pose, and every time I talk about The Good Place, is how is the season ending, and how is the show ending?
How many seasons are they signed for?
I don't know. I'm not.
Oh, Jesus.
They don't know that.
How many episodes are in this season?
There's 13, but 12 televised technically. Because episodes 1 and 2 were
Oh,
shown
right,
together,
okay.
but there's 13.
And we're on 7?
We were on 7, yes. Or 8. 7 or 8.
I think
7.
7, yeah. I think
Season first, then series.
season,
Yeah.
not series. Season. I don't know. I feel like I want Eleanor and Chidi to be together, but that's just a personal
Well, that's never
preference.
happened.
But like,
That's like a duh gonna happen.
let's hope.
But like, they're gonna get together, and then for some reason they're gonna get rebooted again.
Yeah,
Be
something
apart.
like something's
Which
gonna
is
happen.
getting annoying, because they kissed at the end of season 2, and that was really perfect.
Yeah, and that made me really happy.
And that was Chidi making the decision to kiss Eleanor, so that was really important.
Yeah.
But,
But they're gonna be together. I feel like the judge might come to Earth to stop everything.
I don't think the judge can technically go on Earth.
Well, you know.
Because if she could, she technically can't. She'd have to go to the bad place door now. Portal, technically.
Or that makeshift portal they just made.
That's fine.
That's
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Well, yeah.
But because if she knows everything, she should know about that portal. But
Mhm.
anyway, portals. I think she'll come down to Earth, and I think that the guy from the bad place is gonna find Michael, but I feel like Michael's gonna do something to make him go away.
I feel like
And
we could lose Michael this season.
I don't want to lose
Ted
Michael.
Danson's old.
Yeah, but I don't
Not
want to lose
extremely
Michael.
old, but like I don't know.
We're not losing Michael. I feel like the series will end with losing Michael.
No.
I do.
Who do you think's gonna be together, Tahani or Jason, or Janet and Jason?
I want Janet and Jason to be together.
But Jason makes Tahani better.
I know. That's the only thing. Like,
Maybe
I ship both.
Janet's
but,
gonna
like, I
make
ship-
another Jason.
She tried
Because
that.
she's so involved. Well, she made Derek. Was it season 1 or season 2?
Season 2.
In one of the reboots, she makes Derek. But that was our most recent. That's our current Janet still. Huh. So she hasn't evolved more to make a better Derek. I don't know. I feel like she could make her own Jason.
She probably could, but like,
Or the
I don't know. I
judge.
like Janet and Jason. I like that Jason made Janet actually feel when she's not supposed to, because she's, like a robot person.
I mean, she evolves with every reboot.
I'm not a robot, but I'm not a
Since there
human.
were like
you know?
900 reboots or something like that.
Yeah, her powers instantly
Spanning
got
over
like
300
yeah.
years.
Yeah, her powers kept evolving, which was what made her like start to feel
This
emotions.
lizard should be fucking dead. I'm sorry. This Geico commercial where he eats buffalo sauce, he should be fucking dead.
Anyways, I like Jason and Tahani because Jason makes Tahani better, but like I feel like Jason would be happier with Janet.
I know he's got money now.
Well, yeah, but
I
what's
feel
he
sorry
gonna
for
use-
Janet.
I think Jason was plenty happy with his penguin, Blake.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
that's so
that was great.
fucking cute.
I can't believe he named him Blake. Well, I can.
Did he make a joke that his name was Blake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
he
that,
said
I missed
it was right as the scene was changing. He said, "Come on, Blake." When they were leaving for him and Cheetah were leaving for the party. He's like,
Oh,
"Come on,
okay.
Blake." He was talking to this little penguin wearing the
Oh, yeah.
Jaguars
I missed
jersey.
that.
That was so cute.
There's a lot of jokes that I missed.
Yeah,
There
but where
some
was
that
he
I
wearing
missed last
Bortles'
week.
jersey?
Yes, he was. I
Remember
believe Bortles
seven.
was-
Like last week, in last week's episode, there was an entire joke that I missed at the end of the episode where Michael forgot about bathrooms and the plans he made for the Hooters.
Blake Bortles wears number 5.
Oh, a simple oversight.
hmm
I remember that.
I missed it. But,
What?
series. How do you think the series is ending?
I said Michael's gonna go away.
Series?
I
Or
think
season?
series. Only because he's one of the main characters. Like, he's the reason why they don't know. He's the reason why the reboots happen. He's one of the main characters. So
Where
it's
do you
just
think
like,
they're going to be? Are they going to be on Earth, bad place, good place, medium place? Or are they going to become judges? I feel like all 4 of them could become a panel of judges. That's a new theory. That's a new theory. They're all going to...
with the current judge.
No. Something's going to happen to her this season because of the bad place people. And what's going to happen is, because these 4 are trying to help other people good, their role is to become a collective judge. That is a new theory, and I think that could happen.
I feel like it's too complex.
I do
No,
too.
that's really good though. I will hate to see Maya Rudolph off the show because she's so funny. But I think the 4 of them could become a collective judge. Not
I feel
a
like-
single person, a panel.
Personally, I think they're gonna get a medium place altogether.
No, they can't be in the same medium place.
Well, they also
They
weren't
explained that at
supposed
the
to-
end of season 2.
They weren't supposed to know that about the afterlife, but that happened.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah, and they face the consequences for that. Now they can't go anywhere but the bad place.
Mhm. And a medium place.
Yeah, but the thing is with
A
that,
medium place
I feel
can
like-
only be for a person. Any one of them 2 pairing together makes them they have a better time. It's supposed to be medium.
But are they allowed to visit each other in their medium places?
No, because their medium places are in their own like separate dimensions. That's why they only found Minnie St. Clair's medium place. And possibly anyone else's if there are any made, which there hasn't been talked about yet. But they'd be to where they can't reach each other.
That's stupid. Okay, then
It's a rules of the
I want them to go to the good place.
Maybe, here's why I think they'll be judges. Because of what Michael and Janet are trying to do and trying to change the way the rules of the afterlife are gonna go, part of that is going to make these 4 humans the next 4 judges. To where it's a more non-biased system. You have 4 people that have been both bad and good at the same time, so they know the difference between the two, very much so, and can be a non-biased judge as a collective. Maybe Jared's there, maybe Michael's there to overrun that, but yeah, that's my new idea.
I like that idea because they are all together and they're happy and they're not getting tortured for all
And they can live
eternity.
forever.
Exactly. So, like, my vote's for that. So if you're listening to this and you're the writers,
Michael Stir, if
end
I
it
guess
like
this
that.
right, please hire me for the writer's room.
Please.
I love that job.
I would love to.
I'm
sit
not
on those
funny,
sessions.
but I can give you great plot points to go with.
I'm funny. Hire me.
He
too.
apparently knows how the show's already gonna end, so if I just guessed it, give me all the money to keep quiet, or I'll tell everyone.
Like right now, like you're doing.
Like right now, I'll tweet it out. I know the ending to The Good Place.
Mhm.
It's the 4 humans become judges.
Oh my goodness. Everybody would be like, "What? I'm confused." But.
Okay, and with that, we are going to take another break, and we'll be back to talk about The Walking Dead.
Bye.
Thank you for still listening. We're back from another break. This time to talk about The Walking Dead as our usual final segment of the episode. We just watched season. Hold on.
Episode 6.
It's season 7, episode 6, but I have the title if I can
Seven.
find my mouse. What?
Season 7.
Season 9.
Episode 6.
Season 9,
We just watched season
episode.
7, episode 6 for fun.
Season 9, episode 6, which was called
Who are you now, I believe?
Who
Who are you now?
Who Are You Now is what it's called. I should stop moving, putting this by my phone. No, it's like right here, so my voice is going to be really loud. Anyways, so we don't have Rick anymore, and we have time jump 6 years.
6 years into the future.
6 years in the future. Okay, go with your starting points.
What?
Start on the...
My starting points? Oh
Mhm.
god, mine are out of order.
Don't care.
So we left off at the end of last episode with a new group of people that Judith found out in the woods.
It's a clearing.
It's a
Everyone
clearing.
says.
Judith is in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a new group of people in the woods, clearing, whatever. And she brings them to the group of people that she was traveling with. And it was Eugene and Aaron and was Rosita there? I think Rosita was there.
Possibly Rosita was there.
And a couple other characters.
So have we cut out? Okay, sorry to interject.
No, go ahead.
Okay, are all the Oceanside people still there?
I have no idea.
I didn't see any. This
I didn't see
episode.
any of them. I didn't see any of them, and the only people that know they were the ones killing the saviors were Maggie and Daryl.
No, everyone started figuring it out.
When?
That's why there was that whole possible gunfight.
No, they knew that the saviors knew that their people were being killed. They didn't know who was doing it.
Okay.
The only people that knew Oceanside was behind the killings was Maggie and Daryl because they saw them at
Okay.
that school or whatever they were doing it at. What were you looking at?
It's a cup of whiskey, but Iron Man's in the cup of whiskey. Okay, sorry. Or Berman, whichever one. But continue, I'm sorry.
Okay, so that happens. What happened next? So they're brought back to Alexandria,
Well, first we get this huge monologue from the show,
Well, yeah,
which interjects between Daryl, her, and
Carol.
We didn't get Maggie.
Maggie was not in this episode. Neither was anything relating to Hilltop, other than
until
its
the
name.
end. Mm-hmm.
So it's a really
So maybe
long
they didn't
monologue.
have the set for Hilltop yet, or the CG ready for Hilltop yet.
Well, the whole idea, I guess, is during these past 6 years, Hilltop has fallen out of communication.
Really?
Yes, because you probably couldn't have heard it, but when we were with Ezekiel and Carol, he kept talking about a fair that he wanted to hold to reestablish communication between all the three communities, the Kingdom, Alexandria, and the Hilltop. And they kept talking about how Hilltop was not, with them anymore, not talking to them anymore. So I don't know what's happening with them. Also, Daryl is out on his own, has been for a while.
That's fine.
Yeah.
He was the person running the sanctuary anyways, and since the sanctuary fell apart,
Yeah.
probably most likely due to his leaving.
Yeah, they couldn't. Well, all the people from the sanctuary were brought to build the bridge.
Everyone?
Everyone was brought to build the bridge because that was the deal.
That was the sanctuary?
Yes, that was the
That's
deal.
not-
Sanctuary had to provide all the workforce for building the bridge for Hilltop to provide supplies. And beyond that, the whole reason they had Sanctuary was to make fuel. And the corn was dying, so they couldn't make fuel anyway. So all the saviors left after the fight. So there's no one there. They can't use it. It's been 6 years and the corn wasn't growing anyway. So they just abandoned it, I assume. Which sucks. It was a pretty good compound, but whatever.
And he got shot, blown up,
Oh yeah.
walker filled. It's
Yeah.
not a good place anymore.
Well, they had it cleared out if they were stationed there, but it can't grow crops. It's a
There's no
factory. It's
point.
not very hospitable.
Okay. So let's see what happens, and then we come back to the forest, present day, with Judith and everyone from Alexandria that was there, meeting the survivors that Judith just saved. And then there's a whole Judith. They're not allowed to come back. You know the rules. And he's like, no, I have to. And so they do, because Judith runs the place now. I think we should just start hitting main topic points.
Okay.
Okay.
Kind of a major main topic point. They reintroduced Gracie for about half a second. If Aaron didn't say his name or her name, I wouldn't have known it was her. But it's basically the show saying, hey, we didn't forget about this character, but we don't really care about her. She doesn't do anything.
No.
Goodbye.
She's just another small child.
Yeah, it's another young kid.
How much do you think the baby for Glenn is going to look like Glenn? Now he's going to be 6 years old.
I want to see baby Herschel. Not any more baby Herschel, but little kid Herschel.
What if we got? What if it was just Glenn, but also just white hair?
That would be amazing. They brought Glenn back and gave him Herschel's wig. That's just him. He's walking around on his knees.
Okay.
So Gracie's back.
I want to talk about the Negan scene. So the one scene that we
Okay.
have with Negan today, is it on your list?
It was not.
Oh, wow.
I forgot about that. I forgot to write that down. That was a great scene.
So we get a scene between Negan and Judith about... 'cause Judith has apparently been asking Negan for help with math. Because apparently Negan's good at math. And there's a whole talk about of Negan wanting math questions that actually relate to how reality works.
Because Judith reads a question out, a word problem out of her book, and it's about planes and speed and all that. And he's like, well, have you ever seen a plane? And do you think you'll ever see a plane?
And she's like, no. So she asks what she should do about the survivors with Michonne kicking them out. And Negan goes on a soliloquy of talking about how when he was a kid he'd bring stray dogs home because he thought they were nice and everything and they needed help. And then about how they brought one stray home that ends up biting off part of his mom's ear.
And killing all the other dogs he brought home.
Wait, really?
Yeah, he said that he's like, it killed all the other strays and it bit off half my mom's ear when she tried to stop it.
Whoa.
Yeah. So, yeah. So it was basically...
And they cut the ear thing. Obviously.
He basically gave her...
a warning.
Yeah,
not
he's
to
like...
trust these people.
He's like, yeah, most of the people you bring in here are probably going to be good. But once you find one bad group, they ruin everything.
Mm-hmm.
Is basically what he said. So, that was an awesome scene because he's still in his little cell, but he's talking through the bars to her while she sits outside. Okay, so
Next topic.
next topic.
Next topic.
Do we want to stay in Alexandria or do we want to jump to?
What do we want? Whatever we want.
Jump to Carol?
Oh,
That's
the
a lot.
Rosita love triangle.
Oh my
That's
God.
fucking stupid. So
Yes.
freaking stupid. Rosita and Eugene are really good. I like that
Yes.
more than I like Rosita and Gabriel's. Because that kiss
Yeah.
lasted
We had-
too long and they just mashed and then were not moving the mash, but just mashed together and it stayed as a mash.
Yeah. So apparently during the last 6 years, at some point, Rosita and Eugene are now, or not Rosita and Eugene, Rosita and Gabriel are now a thing.
But Eugene has
But
feelings. for
Eugene
Rosita.
has had feelings for Rosita for a long time, he says. So that's going to be interesting, but really annoying to watch.
He's testicular gravatas,
Yes.
is what he says.
Yes.
That was a great sequence between those two. I want them to get together. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good thing. I did like Anne.
And Gabriel.
Gabriel.
Yes, that was good.
So that was gross, but
Okay, so I can cross that off the list.
keeping with Rosita and Eugene.
Well, first of all, Rosita and Eugene are together doing this mission because Gabriel has radio equipment that he is trying to set up to potentially talk to people. But he needs the range to be extended, so he needs someone to set up a relay further out from Alexandria. So Rosita and Eugene go out to set that up.
And during it, a horde of walkers, quote
Mhm.
unquote, shows up. Eugene drops his bag. Eugene drops himself.
As he drops the bag from the top of a water tower, it scares away their horses. While
Is it the bag dropping that scares them
Yes.
away? I thought it was because of the walkers that were.
No, the
showing up.
walkers are on the complete opposite side of that whole fenced-in
How do
area.
they not? Okay, continue. I'm about to ask a question that gets ahead of ourselves.
So Eugene drops his bag from the top of the water tower. It hits the ground. It scares the horses away. While he's trying to climb down quickly, he knocks off part of the ladder and drops.
Well, it wasn't part of the ladder. It
Well,
was
no,
the
it was-
ladder to get up to
Yeah.
where the ladder is.
Yeah, there was a step ladder to get onto the ladder that was attached to the water tower. He kicks that down, so he just jumps to get off the ladder and breaks something in his leg, like an idiot.
He didn't jump. He just.
Yeah, he
fell.
just let go and
Let
fell
go.
and landed foot first.
And it's like, ah! I'm like, duh! So then Rosita gives him a shovel to use as a crutch, which honestly, as a crutch, probably wouldn't be that great because it would dig into the ground every time you
Mhm.
used it, but we'll get past that. And they're making it through the forest, which is then where Eugene wants to profess his love for Rosita, and she's like, shut up, don't make it weird, we're gonna get out of this. And then they run, or continue running, and at some point they find where a puddle of mud, and there's a drop-off of the path. And they're right next to it, covered with mud, but you can still see their foreheads and fucking
Mhm.
eyes.
And most of their skin and the fact that
Most
they're
of
actually
them.
people.
So they're terrible.
Or terrible hiders.
Terrible hiders. And yet the walkers walk past and say, where are they? Don't let them get away.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whisperers.
Yes, the walkers are whispering that as they walk by.
Mm-hmm. Which should be obvious. If the next... Okay, what everyone's going to think is that they've evolved.
Yes.
And what's going to piss me off is that, no, they can't.
Yeah.
Like, they can't. I did like the decay change with the 2 walkers that Daryl meets.
Mm-hmm.
Or kills. The one in the water. Or he kills one of them in the water.
Mm-hmm.
That one looked really cool. That was like...
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, King Triton. Whatever. And then you have the one that's in the tree, which I'm going to say is the, that's going to be the tree in Pocahontas. Pocahontas. There you go. So yeah, also there's forests.
Yes.
There's always forests. Until we have a new movie, then we have the 5th Earth, but still. What else do you
That's
have?
about it for them. Now we still have Carol.
We have the Carol storyline, which is her leaving with her son
Mm-hmm.
to go to someplace. Carol.
They were going to go to Hilltop to bring supplies.
Was
and
it
to tell them about
Hilltop
the
that they
fair.
were
Yeah.
going?
Because Henry had the map to go to Hilltop. And he's like, where are we going? She's like, we're not going to Hilltop. We're going somewhere else.
So was it believed that they were going to Hilltop?
Yes. Henry believed they were going to Hilltop.
Okay.
Carol knew they weren't ever going to Hilltop.
Henry
So-
continues to be an annoying little boy,
Mm-hmm.
even though he's probably closer to our age now.
Mm-hmm.
Or like maybe 14, 15, whatever.
Yeah.
Which is not close to our age. Just to preface.
We're men here.
Kind of. One of us is, not me.
So they're on their little cart, horse-drawn wagon thing, going through to wherever Carol wants to take them. And there's a woman. They hear a woman screaming. Henry gets off, goes to try and save her. Be a hero.
He needs to be a fucking hero.
Mm-hmm. Carol follows, and it's a trap. It's the saviors that we last saw at the bridge building camp.
They take all their supplies.
They take all their supplies.
Leave them the horse and carriage because Carol let the others live
Mm-hmm.
when they were at gunpoint 6 years prior.
Mm-hmm. They also take Carol's wedding ring.
He takes Carol's wedding ring, which in the accident of Henry decides to be more of a little bitch.
Mm-hmm. He tries to single-handedly take out about 12 saviors with his stick.
And they have guns.
Mhm.
He's not Morgan. I don't think even Morgan could. Morgan could probably do it.
Morgan probably could.
Yeah. I don't like
But
that.
Morgan went to who knows
does
where.
that mean
Fear the Walking Dead.
Fear the Walking Dead is now gonna fill in the 6 years in between?
No.
Or are they gonna time jump? Or is it just gonna get canceled before that?
They're probably just going to get canceled.
I don't think it can get canceled. Everyone hates it, yet people religiously still watch it because it follows The Walking Dead. It's a Walking Dead
Vaguely.
universe. You know what has to happen in the final episode?
What?
It needs to somehow connect with The Walking Dead. Everyone's together.
Mhm.
And in that episode, all the Fear the Walking Dead people die. And we're left with just The Walking Dead cast.
Mm-hmm.
And that'd be it.
That'd
And
be
Fear
awesome.
the Walking Dead. Kill everyone off.
Yep.
That'd be the
Just
way
get
to
rid of
go.
that show.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but Henry gets upset at Carol for not fighting back against saviors. Little does he know, after he falls asleep, she goes back and burns them all alive.
Fucking burns them, which is obviously CJ burning.
Oh, absolutely. But she douses them all in gasoline
Without them waking up.
without them waking up. She lights a match.
That the dude had in his mouth.
Yeah, she takes a cigarette out of this guy's mouth.
No, it wasn't a cigarette, it was a match.
What's
He had a big ass match in his mouth.
Okay.
That's what she uses.
Okay. So she took his match out of his mouth that he was chewing on while he slept and lit them all on fire, took her wedding ring back. And they keep on their journey and they come across Robin Hood, aka
Daryl.
Daryl, who's been living on his own for 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's that. Carol is still just as amazing 6 years later as she was.
It doesn't look like she's gotten old.
No, her hair just got longer.
Mm-hmm.
No one really aged 6 years except for the kids and Carol's hair.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else is the same age.
Mm-hmm.
And Negan still doesn't have hair on the top of his head or a beard, really.
Yeah.
He gets regular haircuts inside his cell. What are you looking at? You're getting so excited about.
Okay, so it's Doctor Strange and Harry Potter, and Harry Potter is doing the Doctor Strange magic, and it's two figures. Like, it's two toy figures. I'm sorry, I just stopped looking at Instagram.
We're almost done. We're almost done. We have just a few more things.
The survivors.
Yes, the survivors are brought to Alexandria,
Mm-hmm.
and they are put in front of a council to decide whether or not they should stay. Michonne doesn't trust one of the members. Also, one of the members is deaf and speaks only in sign language.
Which, hopefully, will present very interesting.
I hope it does present interesting scenes in the future, but as of right now and during that episode, I found it really annoying.
Why?
I don't know. I just didn't like it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I didn't like it. It just didn't seem to fit.
I guess.
But, so, Michonne doesn't trust them, or at least doesn't trust one of them.
We have the guy who is in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, and about to be Fantastic Beasts Crimes of Grindelwald. Grindelwald.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
We're recording.
Hi, Taylor.
We're almost done. Yes, we're almost done.
Like I'm on the recording?
Yes, you're on the recording.
Hey, podcast.
Say it again.
Hey, podcast.
There you go.
She's back.
Yeah, she's back.
She joined
She's
again.
a short cameo
She
in the
left
Walking Dead segment.
At that point.
Alright, I'll see you in a few minutes when you come down here after you're done.
Okay.
Okay, I love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm not cutting that out, by the way.
What?
I'm not gonna cut that out.
No,
That
please
causes
don't.
work. That
So-
causes work to be done. Anyways, really, the whole stuff with them is that they've had their own trials, which hopefully becomes like a mini series. Because I'll watch that. Because I like the actors and actresses involved.
Mm-hmm.
Even though at the end of it, one of the main people will die.
Yeah.
But they end up getting. Well, Michonne wasn't gonna let them stay.
Mhm.
Still isn't gonna let them stay, but she's gonna take them to Hilltop,
Yes.
and that's really the episode.
Yes. Oh, no, it's not. There's still two more very
Oh.
important scenes.
So, Michonne got prego.
Yes.
And that
That's-
hottie scene between her and Rick in like episode 1 or 2.
No, it was like, was it 1? I thought it was a lot more recent. I thought it was like 4. It was somewhere early on this season.
The Rick Sean scene was like 1 or 2.
I don't remember.
It was pretty
But-
early.
They had a little steamy scene early on.
Mhm.
And apparently Michonne has been pregnant this whole time because now she has little RJ running around.
Mhm.
So there's another kid that we have to deal with.
Mhm. There's a lot of additional kids.
And
Gracie's
then-
gonna start getting stuff. We're gonna get a
Probably.
Gracie and Judith play together soon.
Mm-hmm. There's also one very important
What did I miss?
what?
What did I forget about?
Scar.
Oh,
Michonne-
Michonne has a scar on
It's
the
an
back, on the
X-
small of her
An
back.
X-shaped scar on her lower back.
Mhm.
On the left side, it almost looks like she had. Well, my first thought was she had a kidney removed, but I know that's really random and
That's
probably
not
makes
how.
no sense.
That's not how you
I know.
get the kid removed.
I know.
Either.
No, yeah, kidney.
Possibly kidney. No, I'm talking about. I almost went C-section way, but that's not how you do a
No,
C-section.
C-section is definitely not.
Do the
from
tummy.
back there. But I don't know what that scar is from. It's a really weird spot. It's a really
Maybe she
clean.
got stabbed by someone.
See, it's a really clean
Scar.
scar. It's not like all mangled like a bullet wound or a slice. It's a perfect X. on her back.
Yeah.
And it's fairly large.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what it is. But it's very important because they highlighted it for a long time while she was getting dressed.
Yeah. But, we're going to learn about more of the Whispers next episode. I haven't watched the trailer yet for the next episode.
Mm-hmm.
What did the trailer for the next episode have? Anything important?
I don't remember.
Good job.
I don't remember. I know there was that scene of the walk. No, we saw it last episode with the walkers walking around the circle.
Walking in the circle.
And they're talking about that.
That trailer was for the next 3 episodes.
Yeah, this one was for the next 2.
Oh, did it say the next 2
It said next 2 episodes. They're walking around the circle.
We're definitely
feel
not over with the Whisperers in the next 2 episodes.
Oh, absolutely not.
They're going to be revealed who they are, but they're going to be our big bad
Mhm.
for the rest of the season.
Oh yeah, definitely. But that was about. I don't think they showed Hilltop even. They may have shown like an overview of Hilltop, like a drone view of Hilltop, but it wasn't anything notable.
Okay.
I don't remember exactly. And it
So-
wasn't anything big. So, yeah.
What?
So yeah,
Yeah.
that's the recap.
That's the recap. Any predictions?
Any predictions?
More Walking Dead news. So in the last week, this will probably end the episode.
Mhm.
But in the last week, there was news that Andrew Lincoln was gonna star in 3 Walking Dead movies as Rick Grimes.
Mhm.
So, most
I'm interested.
definitely, it is going to continue his story from where it last left off.
And that's where we'll get explanation of the helicopter people.
Better be.
It has to be.
Is it the same helicopter people
The whole
from
time.
Atlanta?
I feel like it is.
Can't be. It cannot be.
Why?
That's freaking crazy. They're not in Atlanta anymore.
I would think that a group that in this situation is well enough that they can have long range radio communication and helicopters, I feel like they could stretch further than just a state or a city. I feel like they could be based out of. See, I'd say they're based out of what used to be DC, but we were in DC this season and we didn't see anything or hear anything.
Yeah.
So I don't know where they're based out of, but I feel like they could reach all the way to Atlanta from wherever they're at.
Possibly.
The only thing that I would maybe think it's a different group is it's been like 10 years since the start of the show. So you're welcome.
This is all further research I'll have to do.
Mm-hmm.
But.
Yeah, those movies are definitely going to cover Rick and the helicopter people. 3 movies. There's got to be a lot that happens in 3 movies. So,
Definitely.
so I don't know what all that could encompass, but I'm sure.
I think your leads are going to be Rick and Ann.
Oh yeah,
Those are your leads for the movies.
yeah.
But with that, brings us to the end of this episode of The Professors.
The Professors.
The Professors. If you liked it, give it a like. If you want to listen to more of us talking about whatever we want to every week, which is the beginning segment, and then The Good Place, which is the middle segment, and then The Walking Dead, which is our final segment.
Yes.
Please subscribe, and, just continue to be regular people that aren't petty and sad. So, goodbye.
Hashtag big fan.
Hashtag.